Hey, it's Big Game James McCarty, sports director at Flag Family Media, here with senior defensive lineman on the MSUM Dragon football team and Jacob Brosius. It feels like last offseason I was covering you playing your senior year at Fargo North. Now you're a senior with the Dragons. What have that last 5-6 years been like for you, and how can you even try and put that into words?
Yeah, it's gone fast. One memory that keeps playing in my head is freshman year when my mom and dad removed me into the dorms and we were walking around campus and we're walking by Doll Hall and my mom goes, "Oh, this is your home for the next 9 months." And I think to myself, man, that's a long time. Now I'm going to my 5th year here. It just feels like in a blink of an eye it goes by. But I can think back to some great memories, like whether it's my freshman year with the 6-year guys or even last year with like that year senior. So just a lot of great memories here, and it's just crazy that we're already in year 5 here. So
when you think back to what past senior classes have taught you, whether you look at the Denver Justice tandem of last season or guys even further back than that, what have you learned from them that you're going to be able to take with you to help lead in that defensive line room this season, being one of those couple, 2-3 guys?
Yep. I think a big guy was especially Josiah Bame last year, that senior. He was also one of my roommates. I think one thing Josiah did really well was he led a lot of guys, but he was also open up. And, with Dragon Love, that's the one thing we talk about in this program. And that's one thing he did really well. That's one thing I'm trying to strive for this season. I think I can be a very vocal guy. I think I can get on guys when they need to, but I think that Dragon Love, opening up to guys, being there for each guy is something that I've been trying to work on this offseason and something I'm definitely going to try to do this season.
The last few years, I know, especially in the front seven, you guys have really prided yourselves on the athleticism you have, the way that you can get around offensive linemen creatively and make plays in the backfield. At least on paper this season, a little bit smaller than last year. You might play on the inside a little bit in the 230s, right? And you just have a few guys like that. How do you or how are you going to approach each Saturday, knowing that you're not going to be the biggest defensive line out there or even front seven, but you're going to go out there and work your tails off?
Yeah, we're going to use our strengths. I think that's athleticism. Like you mentioned, we got a lot of fast guys in the room. We're probably not traditional D linemen, as you can clearly see on paper, right? We're not going to go there and just go nose to nose with you and try to out-muscle you or anything like that. We're going to use our quickness. We're going to be able to move laterally. We're definitely going to try to make those old linemen be athletes, and that's definitely how we're going to try to approach every Saturday.
What have you worked on most to improve your game from last November to now what'll be Labor Day weekend, getting that first game of your senior year in?
One thing was just being honestly more bendy. I think that was one thing me and Courier talked about after the season was I had good pop. I was able to, basically hold my own down there, but it was just finishing, being able to bend, get around corners was one thing I really needed to work on. So flexibility was a big thing. Funny enough, right after the season, me and Josiah, after he was done, we went to Use Yoga in downtown Fargo. A little free shout out if anyone's interested. $5 Wednesdays. So we'd go there every week, stretching every night, trying to work on that mobility, and it's something I've seen a really big improvement this summer. Even coaches talked about it as well, so that's something I'm really excited for, and that's one big step I've been trying to take.
Man, hey, I love the free plug there, man. That's good. Any way you can get a little bit more, just a little bit more flexible, yeah. In closing with you, do you have a memory or even a couple memories that you can point to at this point as you enter your senior year that said, you know what, this is why I signed that dotted line 5 years ago to become a Dragon, whether it's on the field or off the field?
Yeah, I think honestly, last night was a great memory. We had a guy that came in. He actually played with Abe Rorick, and he was just telling his story, how he didn't make the bus after his freshman year, after his redshirt freshman year. He didn't make the bus the second year after that. And then he just talked about he was just trying to find his role. He understood that he wasn't going to be the guy out there on defense, right? But he ended up playing scout team running back his senior year just to help the team any way he could. And just hearing a guy like that guy's 10 years removed from the program at that point, right? And just saying how Lockway and this whole program has just made men like that are just selfless in that sense and love the guy next to you. And that was really big and powerful for me. And it was just in that moment, I just knew this was the right place for me. I'm so happy I made this decision. So happy to be here for 5 years.
That's incredible. Well, Jacob, thank you for coming. It's your time. We always appreciate it. Good luck. And this season, we're looking forward to watching you guys out there come next Thursday at Northern Michigan.
Awesome. Thank you.
Big Game James McCarty alongside Jacob Brosius of the Dragon football team. Have a great rest of your day.